Patrick Smith in New York.
And I'm Cedra Mayfield. This is LegalSpeak, where we break down what's happening in the legal industry.
We are live from Legalweek this week on Manhattan's West Side, the Javits Center. Joining us right now is Greg Mazares, the CEO of Purpose Legal. Hello, Greg.
Hello. Great to be here.
We were discussing earlier about your wonderful taste in men's fashion. Greg and I are wearing very similar suits. I just wanted everybody to know that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Cedra's probably going to make us talk about Cedra's going to put us back on course.
I'm just going to, just a smidge, okay?
Just a
so
smidge.
First and foremost, Greg, congratulations on becoming Purpose Legal CEO. I heard you've been at the helm for less than a year, right? Or a little over a year.
Actually, a little bit over. I started in December of 2023.
All right, so you got like 2.5?
Yeah.
2.5 years under your belt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what timeline I was looking at.
That's
Jeez,
all right.
Well, congratulations for still being at the helm after all that time. How about that?
No, thank you. Thank you.
How are things going?
No, things are going great. Very exciting times for us. We have just completed it in the middle of January. We acquired an iconic company by the name of Hire Counsel, and they have been in operation for over 30 years. One of the leading providers of attorneys, paralegals, other legal professionals, a company that has been at the forefront of managed review, document review, and flexible legal staffing solutions. So we're still actively involved in the integration of Hire Counsel with Purpose Legal. It's going well, and it's exciting for everyone involved.
What sort of reception did Purpose Legal get from its client base from that acquisition?
Interesting, very positive because of the reputation of the company that we acquired. Very positive because they like the fact that we're not just 100% focused on technology, which has been an area of focus for a long time, but that we're focused on the people side. So the fact that human intelligence plus artificial intelligence is probably going to carry the day, and that's the reason why we did what we did in completing this acquisition.
I've heard last year's Legal Week conference was also very heavy into AI for a variety of reasons that we can all understand, and this year is no different. But the conversation seems to have augmented somewhat from last year to this, where you're the third person I think I've heard mention the human element. There seems to be more of a discussion about how AI and people will work together as opposed to what AI can do for people. Have you been hearing that at all? And if so, why do you suppose that is?
Yeah, we're hearing quite a bit. So here's the reason why we're hearing it a lot. Our clients originally thought we could go through a training program on how to use AI, and then they could just go off and do it on their own.
And be AI.
That's right. And what's happened is they're now finding that there are many nuances to the use of AI, the processes, the workflows, all of the things that they haven't had a lot of experience with thus far. And so some of our clients are playing back to us, we'll probably be working with you for many years to come because you're going to make sure we not only use AI, but that we use it the right way, that we perfect our processes. So we're going to view you, Purpose Legal and Hire Counsel, as an extension of our team, not someone who gives us the early on training and then you go away. So we love this because that's all part of our strategy. We want to provide great people that our clients can count on, along with robust technology and workflows. And so that's why we're calling what we're doing engineered intelligence at scale. That's our theme. That's how we're building our business. We're going to give clients whatever solution they need for their specific requirements on a specific matter. There's not going to be a cookie cutter approach, and we can customize solutions, but we can do it at scale because we just acquired a company that has not only hundreds of employees, but also thousands of very experienced attorneys, paralegals, and other legal professionals that we can use on a contract basis.
Do you see Purpose Legal continuing to grow through M&A?
So I think the answer is this. When you make an acquisition, as we did about 2 months ago now, we just completed it.
So this is very fresh.
This is fresh. We are going to focus 100% now on great integration of the two companies. Once we know that we have done that to the best of our abilities, we are already contemplating what's the next potential growth piece, growth element that we can implement at that point.
The reason I ask is I know that in the legal industry itself, there's been a lot of consolidation, especially in the big law arena. More, I think, mergers last year between law firms, and I think at least I've ever seen in close to a decade covering it. And I'm wondering, do you think that as AI and as legal tech matures, that we're going to see that sort of consolidation in the legal tech space as well?
I think there's already, first of all, there's already been, as you know, a lot of consolidation. So right now you have some giant companies, I call them the big box stores, that are the leaders of the e-discovery and related space. We have a lot of mid-sized emerging companies. I would put our company in that category. We were actually 4 times larger today than we were when I started in December of 2023. Our team has done a great job. It has not all been by acquisition. We've grown organically, and now we have additional growth through acquisition. I'd suggest that there will be more transactions over time, because scale in this business and pretty much every business I've been involved in is critically important. So with scale, you can handle small projects, mid-sized projects, larger projects. The key is in my opinion, don't try to sell something to the clients. Listen to them, understand what their needs are, and then craft a solution that best meets their specific needs. So that's why we call it engineered intelligence. We don't necessarily know what the solution is going to be exactly when we start speaking with our clients, but then we'll develop a great solution for them, and we can do that for lots and lots of clients because we have a broad base of talent that we've now put together.
Now, Greg, Purpose Legal and Hire Counsel are already practicing integration at Legalweek, because I understand you guys have a joint booth, correct?
That is correct.
So what are you guys testing out? What can our conference goers walk up to the booth and see and get a feel for themselves?
No, one of the things that's really important is what we're doing in the AI side, among other things. So we've just launched and announced the introduction of Purpose XI. Purpose XI is the umbrella brand for a lot of things we're going to be doing in the AI space. And at Legalweek, we are introducing Purpose XI Case Optics. And Case Optics is also a specific solution. It's one of many solutions under the umbrella Purpose XI brand. Purpose Case Optics will allow us to give our clients an early look at their specific case, the key facts, the key players. Without their ever having looked at any of the data, we can give them within days a very comprehensive look at their matter and some of the issues, some of the witnesses, some of the players that they're going to have to focus on within their matter to help them better prepare for that specific matter. So we're going to get them off to a fast start using great technology, and then from there a plan will be developed as to how do we prepare best and most efficiently for this particular matter.
So you don't have a solution that's looking for the right problem, you find. You have
Exactly.
The right way to do it. Says me, and my credibility is clearly beyond reproach. That's totally fine.
All right, well, Greg, before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts you'd like to leave our listeners with in regards to Purpose Legal or Hire Counsel?
Sure. No, I think here's another, very interesting. So we can spend, as everybody at Legalweek is talking about, we could spend all day talking about AI. And I'm a big believer in it. We love it. We're embracing it. We're not afraid of it. We are embracing it for sure. But I will say that one of the other things that we're finding right now is that there's an amazing demand for flexible legal talent. And I think with the economy the way it is right now, a lot of corporations and a lot of law firms are somewhat hesitant to make a long-term commitment on adding appropriate and necessary staff. So one of the real high growth areas of our business, and I think in the industry more broadly, is the use of flexible staffing solutions to help clients accomplish what they need now, 6 months from now, in the future, but it also gives them great flexibility on the economic side of it, so that they don't make a long-term commitment that they may at some points have to reverse. And so I think we're seeing an advent. It's funny, we talk about the technology, but we're seeing now, with the way the world is today, we're seeing great demand for flexible legal talent at all levels. and right now too. We love putting people to work. That's why we're
That's
here.
a good tagline. That's a good tagline. I like that one. Sutter, you going to take us out?
All right. Well, Greg, thank you for carving out some time to talk with us here on LegalSpeak, being recorded live from Legal Week.
It has been my pleasure. Thank you for the time today.
Thanks, Greg.
Okay.
And thank you to our sponsor, Harvey, AI tailored for law. Signing out from Legal Week in New York, I'm Cedra Mayfield.
And I'm Patrick Smith.